What do YouTube? Welcome back to another episode here on Sideline Stories. I'm your host, Rob. Today we got episode 10 for y'all. Number 10. 10D.
Lucky 10.
On the ball, man. Made it 10D. 10D.
Lucky 10.
This has been fun. Let's keep it going. We're going to keep it going.
For sure.
You know, today we're going to hit y'all with some NBA topics like always. Today we got our top 10 big men as the main topic, but we're going to start off with what started this week in the trade with John Wall and Russell Westbrook.
Big trade. Real big trade.
You start off with the Houston fans. Tell me how you feel about this trade, man.
This trade, I feel like if Harden comes back with the mindset to win and the willingness to work with the Rockets organization, I feel like they can boost themselves to a top 4 team in the West.
Y'all think y'all a championship team?
Of course.
Now, are you saying that as a fan or as an analyst?
I'm saying that as a fan, and I'm saying that as an NBA fan too, and a commentator, and just a.
That's like me saying the 2017 Lakers were a playoff team.
No, I disagree with that statement. Just because you still have to realize, bro, we have James Harden and John Wall.
James Harden not a champion.
John Wall hasn't played basketball in like 2 years.
I agree.
And y'all get a new coach.
I agree.
And y'all got injury prone Cousins.
Okay, but
y'all defense.
The coach doesn't matter just because the Lakers just won with the
y'all starting center. Y'all starting center is Christian Woods.
You guys have a assistant coach who's never been a head coach.
Yeah.
The Lakers had a head coach who just like took a break.
I mean, but he had Luka and Kristaps Porzingis around him.
Yeah,
and
he's a good coach.
He's an offensive minded coach.
Yeah, that's why I'm excited to see what he does with.
So I feel like in that pick and roll game, and he got DeMarcus Cousins. Like that's like we got that dominant presence in the inside better than Clint Capella. So I feel like maybe like
wait.
I don't have Clint Capella.
I said we have the offensive presence.
Oh, offensive presence. I thought you
in
said
the inside better than Clint Capella. Like
yeah, that's.
I feel like DeMarcus Cousins is a better offensive player than Clint Capella.
If he can stay on the court.
If he can stay on the court, yeah.
He's just slow.
DeMarcus Cousins was the best center in the league about
what
4
years ago, 5 years ago.
6 to 5.
Me and my friend on Twitter were talking about that. It was like a post. If you redrafted the 2012 NBA draft, who would go first, Paul George or DeMarcus Cousins? He said DeMarcus Cousins. I said Paul George because of career-wise. Like,
yeah, for sure.
Career-wise, Paul George has a better career than DeMarcus at this point.
But in regards of John Wall coming, I just have to feel like he has to be able to work with James Harden and vice versa also. Like,
sure
and we have to see how good he is too, because he hasn't played in 2 years.
Yeah,
I'm sure he will.
How do you feel about the trade?
I think it's good for the Rockies because, John Wall I think he'll still be he'll still be capable to give you 18 points, and Harden won't have to carry that playmaking role as much.
Exactly.
He'll be able to,
he'll be that scorer.
He'll just be able to score.
Yeah, that too.
But when you bring up playmaking, I think of one of the best playmakers in our league and Chris Paul, and he couldn't make that work.
I mean, it did work. It did work. Well, let's be real.
It did work.
No,
they could have won if he didn't get injured.
No, this is the thing. It worked, but
I'm talking about like chemistry.
It could have worked. It's just Chris Paul wanted them to evolve their offense more, and James Harden felt that they didn't need to.
So,
also,
what do you think James Harden will do it now with somebody lesser than?
I mean, yeah, now he can see it's not working, so they're gonna have to try something different. I think he'll still play his offense he always does, but I think they'll have a different. The system will still cater to James Harden. That's what it'll still do. But I think you'll see differences now. Like it's not gonna be the pure ISO game offense.
Definitely.
It's not.
100%.
Like I said, I expect the new coach to have a good offensive system for that team because he just came off a team that had one of the best offensive season ever in NBA history.
Yeah, and he's well respected in the league. So
also the Wizards with Westbrook getting with Bradley Beal. I don't think that's gonna work out. I think that dumped their team.
It only sucks for Bradley Beal.
Yeah,
it only sucks for Russ. It's a perfect situation. He can come to a new team, do his thing. But
that's still Bradley Beal. That's still Bradley Beal's team.
But now you got a player at the status of
who's
Russell
play
Westbrook.
his way. He's gonna play. That's what he's gonna do.
Like if he could have played that way with James, if he was struggling playing that way
with James Harden,
how is he going to change that?
Exactly.
With Bradley Beal, who's like less of a status than James Harden.
And Bradley Beal still needs the ball in his hand to do what he still has to do.
Like he came out his best year in NBA history,
Exactly.
and now he's probably going to drop that.
To probably one of his worst.
Significant something.
That's what happens when you play with Russell.
Like, I'm worried it's gonna be like Victor Oladipo. No, I'm not.
No, it's not gonna be that bad.
But it's more like he won't have what Paul George did in OKC, where like Paul George had his best season.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Well, I said this like on Twitter and stuff. I was like, this is probably the most balanced trade I've ever seen in like of my time watching basketball, because it's like. No team significantly got better, but no team significantly got worse. You feel me? Like they got this almost the same player in a sense.
In regards to play, like players, play style or like team. Like I feel like the Rockets are a better team than the Wizards.
Well, like by how much though? Like did they get
way better? Name one person
they got way better because they got a player who hasn't played in 3 years or three seasons.
Okay, but
so it's really hard
they still have their still
better.
Core. They still have their same role players. They
lost
got
Robert Covington.
They got Gerald Green back. From the Warriors.
Okay, but Gerald Green he ain't played in like 2 seasons.
Gerald Green played.
He didn't play this season.
He didn't play last season.
He was on the Warriors this season, wasn't he?
No, he was still on the Rockets. Or he was a free agent.
No, he was on the Warriors. He got traded. They traded him away. I promise you they did last season.
I spelled the wrong name wrong. He played 2018. Yeah, his last team was on Houston. He didn't
play last year.
No.
No, he didn't.
Okay. Well, I thought he got traded.
Who wasn't your keeper? Only PJ Tucker, Eric Gordon still.
Ben McLemore.
House.
Like I said, I went through your team before like this like off season started. I was like, what do y'all need? And y'all brought back the same team. You only lost like Austin Rivers. That's pretty much it. And Robert Covington. Those are the only 2 players you lost. Bring back Daniel House, who's not better than Robert Covington. He's a good role player, I guess, but
I mean,
you bring in injury-prone players.
Who we plotted?
DeMarcus Cousins, John Wall, injury-prone players.
But they're both well-rested players, also.
It's still like okay,
and
they ain't played in so long. So
I get you, but also we're in the West. Also,
which is harder.
I agree, but LeBron and AD are not going to be playing like that. What's it called? Like, I feel like the Clippers, Kawhi don't be playing like that. I feel like we were the number 4. We're tied for number 4th seed last year. I feel like we can be 4th and if not better.
Let's see.
I didn't think we get significantly worse with this trade.
I don't think you got significantly worse, but I don't think
you dropped.
Like I said, I think this is a balance one. Like no team got worse or better. It's just like
I don't think
you guys got the same that y'all had with the other players.
Yeah, I think it's about the same still. I think when people saw this trade, they was like,
yeah, everybody was like it was a shocker because we ain't seen news in a minute and we needed something to happen. Yeah. But like we was all like.
I expected this trade. And you only got him I expected Russell Westbrook to leave too.
This was the most realistic trade for
I still think my trade was better. I'm gonna stick to that. If they done what I said, they would have given Malcolm Brogdon, James Harden, Daniel House, Christian Wood, Miles Turner. What? That's he would been cold. You can run Malcolm Brogdon the 1 through 3, honestly. I'm telling you, bro. Then you can have Eric Gordon, PJ Hall.
But Russell Carl didn't want to do that for him.
And you have to also, you don't know if James Harden is still going to stay though. Also, we don't know if he's going to buy into the system.
I mean, he's there for now, so that's
he's there for now.
They have to hope it can work.
Hopefully,
but
would you say if you're James Harden, you got a new teammate and
I think
new
he's
coach,
curious,
new everything. Would you give this at least a chance?
Yeah, I think he will.
Yeah, okay.
I think he will.
I think you got to. You feel me? Like, just give it a chance.
You got a whole new system around you. Yeah.
See how it goes. If you're not happy by
then you got to leave next year.
Yeah. Then you leave.
You got to leave. I feel like he gave this last year, last go around.
You got to see how it goes.
Give it your all.
Same with Bradley Beal. This year, last year.
Give it your all, James Harden.
If your team don't make the playoffs this year, if the Wizards don't make the playoffs this year with Russell Westbrook and
that was my next question.
I need Bradley Beal to request a trade to the Lakers.
They don't have enough to give.
We will.
I know we won't.
We probably won't.
We don't have enough to give.
Not enough to pay him. He signed that extension. So.
No, they don't have enough. They just don't have enough to give up to keep him.
Well, I'll give up Dennis Schroeder picks for
They would
Bradley
not
Beal?
trade him to the Lakers. They would trade him to somebody that they could get like
something in return.
yes.
And who does the Lakers
I'll
have
say
besides
Kuz. I'll say Dennis Schroeder and Kuz.
That's
For
no
Bradley
over
way.
Bradley Beal?
And some draft picks. I think they'll take that, honestly.
No, they won't.
No,
They
Bradley
definitely
Beal,
won't.
yeah.
They could get a way better trade than that.
Exactly.
Way
They
better.
can, but you know the Lakers. No, Bradley Beal will look good in purple and gold.
What's his contract looking like? Like what
He
is
has like 2 more years.
He signed an extension.
Wait, he signed a 3-year extension like a year ago. He still has like 2 more years.
It's Bradley Beal and Russ and CP3 with bad contracts. But let's get into it. You know, big man. We're gonna start off with an honorable mention like always. Who wanna start off?
So we're doing top 10 big men,
Yes, sir.
power forwards, and centers.
I'll start off. Blake Griffin, honorable mention.
Blake Griffin.
Blake Griffin's an honorable mention.
Respect.
Yeah, Blake Griffin, honorable mention.
Why is he your honorable mention?
Yeah.
Because you know Blake Griffin is he's on the Pistons. He's over there riding. I wish he can go to another team, but you know he played really good last year. Played really good. I think he made an All-Star team.
Wow. The year he's talking about like 2018, 2019. Because last year he didn't play like that. He only played like 18 games.
Last year he only played 18 games.
Yeah.
Oh well, I thought
The season before though he dropped 24.
Yeah.
He was averaging 24.
when he was with the Pistons.
Yeah, like his first year with the
yeah.
Pistons, he dropped 24.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Oh
second
yeah,
year
he
with
was
the
hurt last year. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I still think he got game. You know,
His
he's a
upside?
vet. His upside is not that
I don't
high
think he has
anymore,
upside.
but
Like, he's still.
he's still like a veteran big that if you get him on the right team, he can help that team win.
Okay. Okay. I've asked you this. Do you guys think he's All of Famer? Huh?
Nah,
I don't think so.
Nah,
Yeah.
he's not a Hall of Famer. I don't think so.
Nah.
100%.
Who's yours?
Let me see. Let me go. Ha! My honorable mention
Ooh.
is PJ Tucker. Let me tell you why.
Man.
PJ Tucker is a small big, and he played like they went to the.
He's not better than. You know
Then who?
He's not better than any power forward or center. He's not even better than Draymond
In what way?
Green. I'll
In
take
what
Draymond
way?
Green over PJ Tucker.
In what way? In what way?
Just don't.
He can hit the open shot.
6'5".
We're not going.
He can't guard no big.
Let him have that.
No big that actually has a game. He showed that.
Let
He
him have
showed
that
that
one.
shit in the
Of
playoffs.
course he's okay. Of course he's not gonna guard like
He has no post
no.
game. He
Anthony
doesn't.
Davis.
He's only a
You
corner
don't
shooter.
do that with him.
He averaged 7 points.
Okay.
That's it. Like he has an all around
His
game.
hustle
I give him
stas.
that.
His hustle stats.
Okay, but that's like putting Marcus Smart
and
in your
his
top
plus
10
minus
shooting guard.
is great.
But that's like putting
Plus
Marcus
minus.
Smart in your top 10 shooting guards.
Plus minus.
he without him they don't make it.
Plus
his fault.
minus. He gets
Without
the
him, without him they don't make it.
He
His fault.
touches the
They
ball
made
probably
it to
20
the
times a
second
game.
round. Barely
Plus
made it to the
minus.
second round.
It doesn't matter. What do you mean barely
They
made it?
barely made the second round. They went to a game 7. They barely got there, and it had to come down to like a block by
Very
James
true.
Harden.
Very true.
Exactly.
So you know they barely made it.
Can I change my honorable mention? Actually,
Who was it, Blake? Okay, go.
yeah, I want to change it to Jaren Jackson.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, Jaren Jackson is really on the rise, man. I like his
I'll
game,
change
man.
mine to Jaren Jackson.
I'm a little worried though when it comes to Jaren Jackson. When it comes to like keeping him in healthy, he does a lot of dangerous stuff like at the rim. His form,
He
like
plays
he
above
likes
the
to
rim.
lean. He likes to
Yeah.
lean into his shot a lot, which is dangerous for his ankles and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'd be a little worried about that when watching him. But when he's locked in and like him and Ja are going,
Yeah, him
Yeah.
and Jaws
they got a good future.
And
Just like
Memphis?
Trey and John Collins, when they going,
yeah.
it's
Yeah.
hard to stop,
Yeah.
honestly. But
And he got good feet. He can play defense really well
Yeah,
too.
he does play defense.
He
Yeah.
can move. He can. He's not slow. You get me? He's not a
Yeah.
slow big. I actually like that pick. I'm not even gonna lie.
My
Now we
honorable
don't
mention is Marcus Aldridge.
Marcus Aldridge.
Yeah, I didn't really have nobody. Okay, I had one, but Marcus Aldridge, you know, he still gave you damn near. He gave you almost 20 this year. Still one of the best post scorers in the league. Still can rebound the ball. Defense has definitely slipped away, but
For
he
sure.
never had that really.
My only problem
Next
with
year he'll
Lamar.
probably do the same thing with the Spurs. They didn't do anything all season, so
Yeah, that would be
He'll
my
probably
only
drop
problem with
another
LaMarcus Aldridge. I don't feel like his team is going to be able to do anything
He's still a
with
bucket.
him. He's still a bucket, don't get me wrong,
Bucket.
but I just don't feel like he's going to be, or his team is going to be a factor next year.
all right. So start at number 10.
Number
Come on,
10, I go. My number 10 will be Zion Williamson.
That's fucking ridiculous. Bro played 27 games. You put him in your thing.
Let me tell you why. I have that team.
24 years.
I have that team sneaking into like the 8-7 seed next season.
I don't have them making the
I
playoffs.
do too.
Just
Okay.
because number one, that defensive team that they're not the defensive team one, two they're like is Zion like he played 28 games last season. He's gonna play probably like how many? It's like a 72 game season. 76 game this season.
72, yeah, 72.
I feel like he's gonna ball out all 70,
Me too.
72,
Me too.
76 games.
You guys think that he shouldn't get rested like he did?
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's coming
He's
back
not.
even more
Yeah,
healthier
he
than
is.
what he was last year.
He is.
More
True.
flyer. He's going to be going to the basket more.
True.
He's the number one pick. Like I don't see why not. Like
Yeah.
his upside next year.
I'm excited
is gonna
to
be
see what he does. You know, him and
year
the
two.
Pelicans. I'm excited to see what they do.
For sure, 100%. I feel like Zion Williamson gonna be a bucket next year.
Me too.
Watch out for the
Me
Pelicans.
too. Me too.
But you guys think Zion Williamson, say his career, right?
Mhm.
Where do you put his points per game on? Like, do you guys think he's above 25 or is he
No,
25?
not yet.
I'll give him
Not
a 20
yet.
to 25.
I'll give him a 20.
I'm saying like based off his game. Say he doesn't develop a jumper, right?
Mhm.
Based off his game now, do you guys think he's more like he can get
develops-
25 up
if he
per
develops
night,
a
or is he
jumper,
like
yes.
25 and
Yes.
Like you talking about a 3 ball or like a mid range?
mid range? Let's say he develops a mid
Yes.
range.
If he
and
gets a
that's-
mid range, 25 is
Yes.
obtainable easy.
Easy.
25?
Easy, 100%. Just because he's
I think
small
I
too.
think if he
And he's
doesn't
strong.
go, he'll probably stay around 24 and below. But if he develops a mid range, I think he's 26.
Yeah, you gotta change that form
Yeah,
first.
he does.
That
He
form
definitely
is
does.
Gonna get his shit blocked in the
for
post.
real.
Yeah.
100%.
But
Exactly. Yeah.
my number 10 is Domantas Sabonis. I mean, bro, first time All-Star this year, averaged almost 20, 12 rebounds, defensive player. They have to question whether it was going to go with Domantas Sabonis or Miles Turner. They still trying to figure that out.
It's a bonus.
It's Sabonis, but
Sabonis is the guy.
you know, I think he's
He's
better
the-
at the 4. He plays a
He
5,
is-
but his numbers are better
he's
at the 4.
He's the best player on that team. I
Yeah,
think he's the best player on that team.
he better than Vic.
Yes, he's the best. At this point, he's the best player on that team.
It's just Victor hasn't played in a while.
Yeah, he hasn't played in a while. He's
Okay.
the best player on that team.
But yeah, I'm excited to
But
see.
when Victor comes back, Victor gonna be the number one option for sure.
We gotta
We'll see.
see.
Who's gonna be the number one?
Oh, they have a
Sabonis.
new coach.
They do.
They have a new coach. They
Who's-
fired Nate McMillan this year.
But
But
who's gonna be their number one
It
option?
might be Sabonis. He's
I don't
nice.
think so.
Sabonis is nice.
I don't think you win. I don't think you won as much games as are like. Oh,
I mean, they won it this year. With
Yeah,
him.
they did. Without
They're
Victor
East.
Oladipo.
They still in the
Yeah,
East.
but
But, like-
in the East. Like, Sabonis averaged what, 18, almost 19 points?
18.
But do you have that
18,
team?
12.
Do you have that team over like KD and the Nets?
No,
or,
obviously
no,
not. I'm
no.
just saying, like,
No, I'm
he's
saying,
the number
like,
one option. You're not
do
gonna.
you have them coming out the East
No, I
with
no.
him as your number one option?
I don't have them.
No,
I don't
but-
have Vic being.
Yeah, I don't have.
them
I don't have them
East.
either. But I'm just
I
saying.
feel like him and Vic can be like
They can be-
John Morant and then
And John.
I mean
Jared
not John
Jackson.
Morant.
Yeah, I
Jamal
think so,
Murray
too.
and Nikola Jokic of the East.
Yeah, I think so too. But you know, Victor Oladipo hasn't played, so we have to see what he
Yeah,
looks
we have
like.
to
Hopefully he
played
come back strong.
He
and
played in
healthy.
the bubble a little bit, but
yeah,
you know, he didn't look
nah,
really
nah,
good.
He didn't.
so we got to see when he comes back. Training camp and stuff. We'll see.
Who's your number 10?
My number 10 is DeAndre Ayton.
I like that.
DeAndre Ayton is 10.
You think he's top 10 right now?
With Chris Paul,
Chris
yes.
Paul, yes, he will be top 10 this year.
Yes. With Chris,
He missed
Bro,
25
Chris
games.
Paul makes anybody
if-
better.
If you're saying that, okay, yeah.
He
I
missed-
said next year. When we do this again, I'll have him top 10.
When he missed 25 games because of suspension. His numbers started to increase towards the end. And in the bubble, he played good. So
He averaged 18 and 12.
yeah,
Basically.
he's
Basically the same
That's
number
tough.
as Sabonis.
that's tough. Yeah. So I give him 10. I think he's gonna be.
The
much
latest
better
one's
this year.
6'11", but I think he's 7 foot.
Yes,
It's the same thing, basically.
yeah. I'll say he's gonna be nice.
Definitely has the potential to be one of our best bigs in the league in the
Yep.
future.
Yep, for sure, 100%. His upside is crazy.
All right,
should've put
moving
him
on to
on
number
this.
9. You got our number 9.
My number 9?
My number
Yeah,
9 is Zion Williamson.
Respect.
Either I disrespected Zion, but okay, you guys think about upside, of course.
Yeah.
I understand that. He'll
I
definitely be a
can't.
top 10 big man,
That's
probably
what I'm
after
thinking.
next
I'm thinking
season.
upside going into this season, what I saw from him.
But like based off last season, I got people because they played a little bit more, you know, had a little bit more success in
Yeah,
like
but-
playoffs and stuff, and like wins and stuff. But
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but
now that
so I hear you guys, I hear you guys.
like next season is coming up, like
Yeah.
any day now, like for
Yeah.
sure. I feel like I'm looking more towards the future and
Yeah.
like what they're going to do next season than what they did last season. You feel me? I'm looking towards like who gon' shine in my eyes. And I feel like Zion is definitely gonna shine 100%.
Like next year, definitely. Well, he's definitely gonna be in my top 5, probably top 7 by next year.
Yeah.
And you said before this, his body has been looking slimmer. Yeah.
He's in better shape than he was last year.
So that means
he still runs like.
Of course he is.
That's just funny. But my number 9 is Pascal Siakam. Pascal had a good regular season.
Yeah, really good regular season.
In the playoffs, he was just like he just disappeared basically. Like he shot terrible from the field, threes and all. His moves were too predictable.
Definitely.
It was like he got to just develop more moves. The same post move and spin is just arm swing. Like that's his predictable now. So he got to develop his game a little bit more. But he still was able to average 23 points per game. So shout out to him.
Shout out.
He's still a good defensive player. I mean, when he played LeBron his rookie year, when LeBron was still with the Cavs, he was slowing down Braun just a tad bit, not enough to stop Braun, but he was putting up a fight. I'll say.
Yeah. He's putting up a fight.
Do you think that the Toronto Raptors and Pascal Siakam are going to be what were they?
Honestly, I think they fight. They were the second seed.
They're the second. Do they lose? Did they go down or did
they go fucking down? They lost Serge Ibaka, Marcus Saul.
Oh yeah, they're definitely going down, but they'll
top 8.
They'll still be fighting for a playoff spot just because of that who they are. I respect their
but I don't. They're not championship contenders.
No. I respect their culture though. I respect their culture.
They brought Aaron Baines. Aaron Baines is a good role player. Yeah. Spreads the floor. Yeah. Siakam and stuff. So, but Serge did the same thing. So we'll see.
For sure, I agree. We doing number 9s, right?
Yeah.
My number 9 will be Bam Adebayo. The reason why I have
that's low.
That's
low as hell.
Let me tell you the reason I have number 9.
Talk to me.
Number 9 because he's in the East, and I feel like the people that I have above him is going to be better.
No
you know?
way.
Wait, so you think Bam is gonna be better than Zion?
Huh?
You think Bam is gonna be better than Zion?
I think Bam is gonna have a better year than Zion for sure. 100%.
Bam.
They just went to the finals. That would be disrespectful.
This year?
16 to 10.
16, 10,
5 assists.
5 assists and how many blocks?
1.5. About.
I mean that's a good stat line. That's a good stat line. 100%.
That's a really good stat line.
I just feel like
yeah, Bam. He's probably out of my list, probably the 3rd best defender on that list. Probably 4th, maybe 3rd.
I just feel like the people that I have above him is gonna have more upside than him next season.
But he's a good playmaker at 6'9".
Of course, but he plays that 5 position. He plays that 5 and 4 position on that team.
Yeah, and he made it to the finals.
Of course,
he was a big reason.
A great help, 100%. A big even Jimmy Butler said that's the heart of their team.
They run
exactly through Bam. 100%. I agree with you. But as far as centers and big men go, I had to number 1 feel like who's going to have a better season next year. And number 2, I have to compare Bam to some of the power forwards and centers that are in the league now, and also saying who's going to be If
you compare him to centers, he's easily top 5 center in the league. Easily.
I mean, you probably got one player that I don't think should be above him.
I disagree.
So, alright. That's what we're here for, to disagree and talk about it,
Of course, 100%.
But talk about your number 8.
Already not
better.
I disagree. I think that's fair for him.
I mean, if you
my number 8 will be Kristaps Porzingis.
At 8? Okay, you probably got him somewhere around there too.
For sure. I say Kristaps Porzingis because that's a championship contending team next year.
But you put him at 8.
I mean, yeah, 100%. You have to realize the people I have above him too.
I'm really curious to see who you have Kristaps, honestly, because I don't think either one player you're gonna say should be above.
Y'all gonna be shocked about mine.
Why? I just don't understand. What makes Kristaps Porzingis not a
his
number 8
offensive game? He can spread the floor.
So you mean that he's above 8?
He's above 8 for me. When healthy, he's a good player. He can play defense. He has a good offensive game. The only thing is about him being healthy. everything else about his game is magnificent.
I agree with you 100%.
He shot 42% from the field.
But what makes
35% from the three as a big man? 35. That's league average.
Okay, but
shot
what
80%
makes
from free throw, 50% efficient. You feel me?
What makes 8 a bad spot for him though?
Because the person you have above him, to me, is not better than him.
Respect.
The person I think you have above him is not better than Kristaps.
I think for sure Kristaps belongs in that number 8 spot. Number 1, just because I haven't seen him play like that. Like he is injury prone. And 2,
I thought this was 7.
No, yeah, 8.
We're at 8.
Oh yeah, we are 8.
And number 2, I feel like him and Luka's going to be a great combo. You get me? Like I disagree him being even further up, just because I feel like the people that I have above him are better than him. I agree.
Okay, I hear you. We at number 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
My 8 is Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is a 2-time defensive player, but that's it. Like, he has no offensive game, bro.
Disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
Very disrespectful.
I'm disrespectful?
You're
Yes.
disrespecting
Rudy Gobert is...
Rudy Gobert is easily the hardest person to go in.
He's
Go
7-footer, and he can move, and he's a good defensive player, and he's...
I'm not taking away none of that.
He's been
but
dominating
he's a good
the West
defensive player.
for a long
He's a
time.
good defensive player, but
Dominates
he's not finna be.
He dominates the
with
paint.
no offensive game. He's not finna be top 5.
I mean, does
Go look
he...
up his numbers. He's not an offensive guy, but he
Yeah, you don't
okay,
get
exactly. He's a
offensive
great
guy.
defensive player. That's what I acknowledge.
He can still get you some points.
And he's gonna get you those rebounds.
He's gonna get you those rebounds.
As a big man,
And-
look,
Like, he does, of
as
course,
a
he's
big
7
man,
foot.
as a
He's
big
gonna
man
get
also,
rebounds.
as a big man also, you don't also need that like that 100%
Yeah, you
offensive
don't
game
need
like
that.
a
Okay,
12.
yeah,
I mean, not a power forward, a
okay.
shooting guard or a small forward.
I'm not saying that, but
his,
like
his defense, his paint defense is superior
Exactly.
to anybody else in the league.
Yeah.
It's close with somebody with 2 other people, but he's still better to me than them in the paint. In the restricted
Yeah,
area.
100%.
That's
I
who's-
agree with you.
I
agree.
know he's 7-1. Like Rudy Gobert's a great defensive player, 2-time defensive player. I acknowledge that All-Star last year. He's a great defensive player, great rebounder in our league, but with no offensive. He averaged 15.
That's solid.
But like, yeah, for sure. I'm not taking 13.
Also, for big man, you don't look for. I mean, I'm not looking for.
2 blocks.
I'm not looking for offensive game though.
Yeah, I'm not looking for
like.
that.
I'm not looking for like.
But I'm saying
yeah.
when we're talking about the best big men in the league, the best big men in the league have a good offensive game and good defensive game.
What makes him
Well,
not
except for
have
one.
a good offensive
what
game,
makes him
averaging
not-
15 points?
It's all just.
But it doesn't matter.
Like he don't got no none of that.
But as a big man, that's what you're supposed
Yeah.
to do.
But the big man that I have above him can do that and more.
But they're not.
That's why.
They're nowhere near as good defensively.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
So
Nowhere
his
near.
offensive game takes a drop down, but his defensive
So by
game
what you're
steps up.
saying, offense is more important to you than defense.
I'm saying that his defensive game is elite, right?
Mm-hmm.
But with no offensive game.
No, you can't say
does
no
not make it.
offense.
Okay,
You can't say no offense.
Compared to the big men I have above him who have better offensive games than him.
So their offense is more important than what his defense brings.
No, but the offensive players above him have a little bit more defense in him.
They have more defense. Than
No.
him?
I mean, like their defense is good still.
Yeah,
And
I get what you're
and they
saying.
have an
And they have
elite
an
offense.
exactly.
That's what
I
I
see
mean.
what you're saying, but
And he has an elite defense, but he has a bottom tier offense. He still giving 50. I respect that. But at the same time, it's like
He's still paint dominant.
it's
and
easy
still,
for you to
his
when
name
you get
pulls
put back
a lot of
yourself,
weight in the
7-1, like,
West
I
too.
respect
he
that.
can still dominate the
And
paint.
he's been going to the playoffs for.
Yes.
When's the last time he didn't make the playoffs?
Nah, like
Like,
that's a good
Like-
because he's had a good team. Like they've been a good
I
team.
know exactly.
Because
He's
he's
been
the
dominant on a
best
He's
playoff
one of the
contending
he's
team.
one of the centerpieces of that team.
Exactly. Without that,
Yeah.
without him, they don't go
But
to
they
the
also
playoffs.
they don't.
they just have a
They
good
don't.
team.
They
I'm not
don't.
taking nothing away from Rudy
They don't go
Gobert.
to the playoffs
He's a
without
good
him.
player, but like
Easily they
the
don't
people
go
I have
to the
above him, I feel like their potential and what they brought like from last season are better than Rudy Gobert's potential to next season and what he gave last season.
I agree with. I mean, I don't agree with
No,
you. I agree
I
to
don't
disagree,
agree with
but I don't believe Rudy Gobert is a number 8
No,
spot.
I don't think that's way too low for him.
I think that's too low.
Way
For
too
sure.
low.
Who you got?
I have at number Sabonis. And just to clarify, Porzingis is not in my top 10 at all. Like,
Why not?
he can't stay healthy.
Is that your only reason why he's in
Yes,
your top
he can't
10?
stay healthy. He can't stay on the court.
He's a playoff.
I don't see him enough.
So Joel's on your list then.
Who?
Joel Embiid.
Yes, Joel Embiid's on the court way more than him. Joel Embiid hasn't been. That was his first year. His first like 2 years. Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid.
No, he was injured last year.
But he
How many
played.
games did we play last season? 75.
Doesn't matter. He still played majority of the
He
games.
played 57.
And how many games did they play?
Kristaps played 57.
Okay, but he didn't look better than Joel Embiid.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
think he looked better than Joel
Joel
Embiid.
played 51.
But Joel Embiid's impact is bigger. And Porzingis is not.
Because-
Porzingis is what I'm saying
How
about
does that make
Porzingis.
sense when they have the best offensive
Because
year
of
in
Luka
NBA
Doncic.
history?
Because of
But
Luka
he
Doncic.
can't do what he does without Kristaps. That doesn't make sense.
He can do that stuff.
No,
He can do that stuff.
Kristaps-
What-
You saw he couldn't because he lost in the thing without him.
But he was hurt too.
That's true.
They're
But
both
he would-
hurt,
they
yeah.
probably would have won.
But that's what I'm
Or had
saying.
a better chance at
But we
winning
don't
if
know
they
that
had
because he
Kristaps.
wasn't there.
Exactly.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
we can
That's
all
what I'm
acknowledge
saying.
that when
He's not
Kristaps is
there.
on the floor, them two are
He'll
better
never.
together.
He will
Kristaps-
never stay healthy. I'll put it like this: he will never play. He
You
will
can
never
say the
play
same thing
90%.
about Joel Embiid.
He will
That
never
he'll
play.
never stay healthy.
He can.
Well, why can't Kristaps then?
Wait,
Kristaps is bigger than
is
him.
this the only year?
He weighs more, so when he jumps.
No, it's a difference. Kristaps is longer. His joints are longer.
I hear
So,
you.
hold on.
I hear you.
Look,
But his joints hurt more because
Look.
they get more weight
Look,
on them.
it seems like
He doesn't play as above the rim as Porzingis does.
Definitely.
That's what I'm saying. So Porzingis is 7'3".
Yeah. And
Yeah.
who spreads the floor? He can knock down the three ball.
Yeah, but
consistently too.
he can't stay on the court. He's had major injuries. When's the last time Embiid had a major injury?
Okay, he hasn't had a major injury, but he's struggled
He
staying
has two
on the
major
court.
injuries.
Huh?
He had two major
Who,
injuries.
Embiid?
No, I'm talking about
Kristaps.
yeah,
What? He has ACL
and
in
his
New York.
meniscus. He just tore his meniscus. He won't even be ready for. He probably won't. They
And-
say he won't participate in team activities until January.
Yeah, he'll miss the first 2 months, but
That's what I'm saying. Like
he's still.
But that's still a championship winning big man.
he's never gonna stay healthy. I'm telling y'all that he will never be healthy, fully healthy. I don't think he'll
Okay,
ever be
but you
fully
can
healthy.
say the same thing about
About who?
Chris Paul.
That's not.
Chris Paul
that's not the same
was healthy
thing.
this year. Shout
That's
out
not
to
the
him.
same thing. Chris Paul's older. Chris Paul's like almost
Okay, who
40
can I
years
think
old.
of?
That's what I'm saying. Not the same thing.
Okay, that's like saying Zion won't be healthy the way he played. He already
Zion only
hurt.
gave
It's not,
you
the,
one.
it's not the same thing. Zion,
Zion only
hasn't
gave you
had a
one.
major injury yet. That's what I'm saying. Zion's not 7'3".
So you're talking about major injuries.
He's 7'3". I'm telling you,
Who can I think of?
he's 7'3" in the way he plays. I'm just talking about the way he plays and his height. It doesn't match up.
So you don't think Kristaps Porzingis
But
is
the
a
way
top
Joel-
10 big man in the league?
I don't talk about going into next season. No, he won't be.
You don't think
You
so?
so you think
No.
people like LaMarcus Aldridge are
Because
be
he's
better
not going to
than
play that much. By the time he gets back, he's going to be getting into basketball shape. It's going to take him like a month and a half for that.
But even based off last season when he did get
Exactly,
his
but what about
minutes,
when okay? Don't talk about the
And
time
when
he
he
does
did in
he's
the
not on the
playoffs.
floor. What about the time he is on the floor?
I can't even say that. Okay, the time he was on the floor, he was still getting back into basketball shape this year.
I mean, they forced the game 7 with the Clippers.
Exactly.
He wasn't there. He only
was
played,
there.
2 games?
Without those 2 games, they don't win. And he's a tough
He
big
really only
man.
played 1.5 games
But look,
because he
look.
exited the game. He got ejected out of the game.
Look.
He really only
Look,
played
look.
1.5 games.
Kristaps Porzingis can shoot. He can dribble. He can take you off the dribble.
I'm
He
not,
can-
I'm not arguing his
can
game.
run
I'm
the
saying
floor.
he can't stay on the court enough for me to see that stuff.
But you can say the same thing about Joel. I don't.
No, you can't
All right.
because he plays. He consistently
But how can
plays.
you say if he plays when he missed more games this season than Kristaps Porzingis?
Also, but you have to realize the past seasons
He
too.
doesn't. He hasn't had major injuries. That's what I'm saying. He hasn't had any major like.
He had a
since his
lower
first-
back injury and he does a
Yes,
lot.
that was
of
like his
post
first year.
and it's still hurting him today.
It's not hurting him like that.
It's impacting
He's
him.
big. He's a big man too. He's 7 foot.
Exactly.
But I'm saying the way Kristaps Porzingis plays,
Mhm.
he's 7'3".
Mhm.
He's long.
Yeah.
He
Well,
don't
how
have
does
hands.
Kristaps play? How do you describe his game style?
He's above the rim player. He shoots, but he's also athletic. He jumps.
Yeah. He can play inside and out.
Yes.
Joel Embiid did a fucking windmill last year.
Jumps
too.
Stop
No,
it.
but
You're
he-
not-
who's a better outside
He
player,
jumped.
Joel
but
Embiid
you're
or
not-
Kristaps
you're not
Porzingis?
getting what
Porzingis.
You're not getting what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Outside player, Porzingis
Yeah.
is.
Porzingis is a better outside player
Okay, but I'm saying Porzingis is more athletic than Joel Embiid.
than.
He is more
Maybe.
athletic. He is. The way he plays.
Yeah. Maybe.
He
You have
moves.
to see.
He moves better than Joel Embiid. He does.
I feel like he for sure moves faster than and
But-
plays like runs the court faster than
But
Joel
that's what I'm saying.
Embiid.
He's his joints. I'm
Yeah.
worried about his joints.
I'm
His
talking
long
about it.
length. His long frame. 7'3". That's big.
7'3" is huge.
That's
and running
big.
the court like that is big.
Running the court like that.
And it's going to take a toll on your body.
Now, if he does stay healthy,
if he does stay healthy,
then he is a top 10. But I don't think he can, and I think they're gonna move on from him very soon.
Really? Who would they get? Who would they pick up that can work with Luka as well as Chris? Giannis?
Yes.
They gonna drop Kristaps for Giannis? I don't think so.
Absolutely, I definitely would do that. But
I don't know, man.
I think Kristaps Porzingis is definitely a top 10 big man in the league for sure.
I definitely think so as well. But
I don't think he's better than anybody I've named so far that's going into this season.
His upside is way better.
All right, let's move
than
on.
Who?
Okay.
Exactly.
Let's move on.
maybe you want to say Sabonis. I think Sabonis gonna make an All-Star team again this year.
And Kristaps is not.
No,
if he stays healthy,
he's not gonna have.
Where are we on? 7? Okay, go 7. We gotta go.
I'm going 7. My 7 is Pascal Siakam.
Respect. I had to talk my 9 on.
Yeah, Pascal Siakam is, he was a starting All-Star this year. You gotta put some respect on his name. He showed you
that's
that.
That's why he was good in regular season.
That's what I'm saying.
But when that
postseason came, postseason come, their offense was stagnant. But
who they go against? They win against the Celtics,
right?
Celtics.
But
Kyle Lowry made that pass.
He's a long forward, and he plays defense.
Yeah, he gonna give. I believe he deserves that 7 spot. Yeah, he deserves. I agree.
He hustles. He's a hustle man.
He's a hustle. I have him at 7. I believe too. Yep.
I think that's a good spot.
For some reason, I believe like it's like his place, the way his game specifically. When I looked at, it's too like predictable, right? Like the move you about to do every time, right? Mm-hmm. He showed that in the playoffs. The defense.
Okay, everybody
he's not versatile. He's not versatile.
You knew what he was going to do, like every time. He did the same move for like 5 straight possessions. Like when he starts to really get the better game, like he will.
He's a better
game.
I'll put him more above. If he does get that better game, if he does get a better offensive game, he's a top 5 big man.
Oh, for sure. If he gets a better offensive game,
he's easily a top 5 big man.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
Because he averaged 20 points, 22 points this year with that type of offense you're talking about. So if he gets a better offensive game, he's easily a top 5 big man.
Yeah. Who's your number?
My number 7 is Mr. Bam. I can't say
Adebayo.
Yeah. The reason why I have him at 10 is he's up there in playmaker with the Nikola Jokic. Not good Nikola Jokic, but he can play make. He has a vision for it. Mm-hmm. He's like a playmaking big, right? Yeah. Who can defend at an elite level.
And he's a smaller big
who
too.
Can guard 1 through 5. The only thing he just don't got, like he can make his moves in the mid range. I mean,
it's still low for him.
In the paint, like he do his thing. But when it comes down to like mid range and stuff, like he don't really got it. He kind of showed that in the finals.
You say that's too low. That's too low for Bam Adebayo.
It's a little questionable for me with him. Like
I actually messed up my list.
Yeah, you're trash.
Because I forgot about somebody.
Who would you forget about?
I will actually have to take out DeAndre Ayton.
Who?
I'll just shift everything down.
Okay. Okay. So who's your 7th then? It's not Pascal Siakam.
So my 7 would be Rudy Gobert.
Okay. For sure.
I said Rudy Gobert. Yep.
I already said Rudy Gobert too. Oh wait, I didn't say Rudy Gobert. My 6 will be Rudy Gobert.
Okay.
My 6 would be Rudy Gobert at number 6. I feel like he deserves that spot. He's been dominant in the West. The West is better than the East. He's a good defensive player. He got that offensive game that you need on that team. So I feel like 6 for Rudy Gobert would be perfect. How much did he average this year? He averaged 15.
13.
Yeah.
15 and 13. He's a solid big man.
Yeah,
he gives me what I need.
He's going to disrupt that paint.
Yeah, and he's going to do what he has to do.
He led the league in most disruption.
Yeah, he
does that like every year.
He's annoying in the paint. That's what he does.
Exactly.
He's there to cause destruction in the paint.
What is he? He's 7'1" or 7'2"?
I think like 7'1".
7'1"? Yeah. He's a big man, so
yeah.
For sure. And he can guard too. He can play defense. That's what you need at that center spot, that big man spot. You need somebody who's gonna play defense. You get me? Yeah. You don't need I don't think you need like a great offensive player at that 4 to 5 position. I mean it's nice, but like I don't think like that's the biggest thing that you need at that 4 or 5 position.
For sure. Who led the league in blocks this year? Giannis?
Yep. No, it was AD.
AD in blocks? I thought he fell off.
No, I think
was it Miles Turner or was it Mr. Robinson?
I think it was AD.
I think it was. He had 2.3. No, he didn't lead it. No, he didn't lead it.
It might have been like Whiteside or something.
Oh, I think it was Hassan Whiteside. It was
Hassan Whiteside. So
my number 6 is the man y'all both disrespecting, Chris Sales. I hear your reason.
That's way too high.
I hear your reason, but you gotta think about like this.
Way too high.
You gotta think about it like this, right?
Whoa.
When Chris Sales was on the court against the Clippers, could you argue that they were about to beat the Clippers?
Okay,
yes,
but still,
he's that great of a player. They couldn't
he's
guard
not a
Chris
great
Sales.
player. He's not a great
Bro,
player.
he is
when
a
he's
great
on
player.
the court, he's hard to guard.
When he's on the court, he's a
Not
problem.
yet. I wouldn't consider him great.
And he can defend on the court.
Not great.
And he can defend. He averaged 2 blocks per game.
It's way too high. Way too
But
high.
I just don't understand.
And his potential was higher than Rudy Gobert.
That's because Rudy
No,
Gobert.
I disagree. I know what
he's
the
not.
thing is, I know what Rudy Gobert is gonna give me though.
That's
You
exactly.
get me?
I know he's
Rudy Gobert is reliable.
You know why?
Kristaps Porzingis is not reliable because
he
he's
can't stay on the
injured.
court.
Yeah, he can't
That's
stay on
why.
the court. So that's what I would say.
Because
that's why you have to dump him down.
He
does
can't stay on the
more
court, though.
offensively
He
than
can't stay on the
Chris
court.
And I hear you, but you could say the same thing about Joel Embiid.
No, you can't. That's not the same thing. Joel Embiid plays. He's there.
How can you say he played though? If he played
How many games have
less
Porzingis played in the last 2 years?
he suffered an injury.
A major injury, and he
Yeah,
just
I-
suffered another
Last year,
major injury.
Joel Embiid played 64 games. How much did Kristaps?
No, Joel Embiid played 51.
No, I'm talking about the year before that. So 2018,
Joel,
2019.
He didn't play. Chris House didn't play last year.
Okay, so the year before that he played 63. Joel Embiid. So
And Chris House was like on his rookie year.
No, he wasn't.
Or
Chris
second- he was
Paul's
on
been in
his
the league
second
for like
year.
this was his 5th year.
This is about to be his 5th year.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Go down.
when he said like that year, it was about to
That
be
was
his
2
second
years ago.
year. So his second year.
his first year in the league, he played 72 games. That's a
Next
lot.
one 66.
66.
48 is the one he got injured, and then 57 his last season when he came back.
It seems like they both get injured a lot because I saw when we went on Joel
difference. It's a
Embiid.
difference.
It's a different type of
It's a
injury.
different
Yeah.
type of injuries.
Yeah, for sure.
ACL for a big man, for that somebody that big is not good. And a meniscus right after that, that's not good for somebody that
Yeah,
long.
that's not.
That's not good.
We're gonna say when he does come back.
Yeah, exactly. When he does come back, that team's gonna be for sure hard to guard.
Your number 6 was Rudy.
My number 6 is no. My number 6 can't be Rudy. My number 6 is now is Bam.
Your number 6 is Bam.
It's Bam.
Okay.
My 7 was Rudy.
So we're on 5, really.
5 now.
We're on 5 now.
Okay.
5 now.
Start with you. Who you got at
Number 5. I have Karl Anthony Towns.
Same. We all got Karl Anthony Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns could be a top 3 if he played defense.
Yeah,
That's
he just
his
needs to play
offensive
defense.
game.
Yeah.
But that team's gonna be tough next year too.
Yeah.
That team's gonna be
That
dead.
team defense is
Yeah.
questionable. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Offensively, D'Angelo and Karl Anthony on the pick and roll, that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Ricky Rubio with him already got that chemistry.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about offense with that team.
Yeah, just
Defensively,
defense.
that's when it's like, okay,
They
you
gonna
got Josh
struggle.
Okogie. Anthony Edwards play a little defense. We don't really know. We'll see. D'Angelo's not a good defender like that.
No.
They're 4. We don't even know who's going to be their starting
Yeah, we
4. Cat don't play defense. So their defense is questionable.
Yeah.
Josh Okogie can't guard everybody. So, you know, little question mark. Some people were saying, recently came out saying that he lost 7 family members this season.
Yeah, so he's on
season from COVID.
That's
Sorry
crazy.
for that.
7?
7. Yeah,
Rest
sorry.
in peace.
For that. But,
All
I wouldn't be
COVID?
surprised. So people was like, if he were to sit out this season, nobody would.
Yeah, nobody would.
Nobody's saying anything. You gotta respect it. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is.
But I mean, bro averaged 27 and 10.
Yeah, he's a
bro.
bucket.
Like,
He's a bucket. He's definitely a bucket.
he shoots the ball from 3. He shot the ball from 41%.
He deserves that 5 spot, maybe even 4. To be honest, he deserves that
Maybe.
5 and 4.
He's just that good. Like,
Yeah,
he just
he's
played
a
a little bit of defense, bro.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of defense.
For sure.
He will be better.
This is where we're gonna butt heads.
Yeah.
At 4-1, we're gonna butt heads. I know it.
Who you got at number 4?
My 4 will be Joel Embiid.
I knew it. We're gonna butt heads.
My 4 will be Joel Embiid. The reason why I have him at
No.
4, who do I have at 3? I forgot. Hold up.
I know who you have 3.
Oh yeah, Joel Embiid he's not better than anybody in my top 3. I can say that wholeheartedly.
If you
Wholeheartedly,
okay.
I can.
Okay, I have Joel Embiid as one of them 4. He's a great offensive player. Like in defensive player, he's good at that, right? I really struggle to get.
Hold on.
Listen, let me break this out. Let me break this out. So you said earlier the reason why Kristaps isn't in your top 10 big man is because he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Right. Joel Embiid can't stay healthy.
He does stay. He plays there in the postseason. He's there in the regular season. He might miss he'll never play like a full season, but he hasn't had any major.
So can I say this?
The person we have above him has played those seasons.
It's not.
Who's a lead on offense?
It's not the same.
Like he's probably the second best offensive player on this list, or third best offensive player on the list.
It's not the same.
Like,
okay, but can we say that? Hold on. Can we say that you said the reason why Porzingis is not a top 10 player? Hold on. You said the reason why Porzingis is not a top 10 big man because he can't stay on the floor. Can we say the reason why Joel Embiid is not a top 3 big man in the league because he can't stay on the floor?
I mean, I didn't say he was gonna be top 3.
Respect. You have to have him as top 3.
You have to have him as 3.
Exactly. You have to.
Yeah, like you got him at 3.
Yeah, but I just think he's there when you need him though. Like
I hear you.
He's there when you need him. He might miss 2 weeks.
Kristaps got injured, but he was there. Like he was
he
there.
wasn't there when you needed him. He wasn't. No, he wasn't.
3?
He missed game 2. Or
I think he came back though.
Game 3. No, he didn't. Game 3 he got ejected at game 2?
It was game 1 he got ejected. And then I think game 2 he got injured. Game 2 he got injured.
Yeah, he missed the rest of the season.
Game and he finished.
He missed the rest
but
of the
when he was there,
that's
when he was on the court, they were winning.
When he was there, but he wasn't there when it mattered, and it was a major injury.
Okay, I hear you.
Now Embiid might not play a full season,
but he gonna play the playoff game.
Play the playoff. He gonna be there.
I agree. He's gonna be healthy for that.
And he's gonna play almost 40 minutes in all those games.
I can respect that. I can respect that.
That's what I'm saying. Embiid is.
But Embiid is not better than.
Okay, we can get. You got Jokic, right?
I have Jokic
at 4. I have Jokic at 4.
I have Jokic at 3.
But why is
Jokic? Jokic just came. Jokic just got to the conference final with Jamal Murray.
This is my thing. Okay. I understand that. But
they got one of the best comebacks.
I understand
ever.
that they were overachievers to me.
The offensive game was
crazy.
Yes, it was. He's the best.
Astronomical.
He got a post game.
Absurd.
Like his post game is the only thing he don't got his defense.
His post game is not better than Embiid's.
Okay, but his post game is good.
He's a better shooter. He's a better shooter. I feel like that turnaround fade is
he's a better shooter. I just think Joel Embiid's he's a better defender. He's better in the paint.'s the best post player in the league. He's the best post player.
He's the closest.
And he wasn't used to the maximum of his ability.
That unit that he did have last year was trash.
It was bad, and the coach was bad. That coach should have been gone around because he was trying to have Joel Embiid shoot threes. Joel Embiid shouldn't be shooting 6 threes a game. Even he said that. I want to be where I'm not effective at the 3 like that.
Joel Embiid averaged 23, 11, 47 from field, 33 from field.
How much did Jokic average?
But it's a difference. Joel Embiid is seeing a lot more double teams than Jokic is.
Did you see that in the playoffs against the Clippers?
Disagree with that, yeah.
He is seeing more double teams.
In the playoffs?
His career-wise. For his career, yes. He gets
Jokic is starting to break out, though. Like, Jokic is he's been good. He's been dominant for years. But, Jokic is starting to break out.
He hasn't been double-teamed like Embiid has.
No,
I agree with that.
He's not as athletic.
You can't double-team him like that because he's going to find your open man. He's a playmaker. He's a better playmaker.
Yeah, but he hasn't seen those double teams like that.
They haven't thrown it at him like that?
No, they haven't. That's what I'm saying.
Throw it out like that.
They'll flash it. They'll flash it.
They're just now starting to.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
He's rising.
Embiid sees that all the time with the unit that doesn't support his skill set.
Bro, he's only 25.
But that's what I'm saying.
His unit
Jokic is cold though. Jokic
he don't got his athleticism. Like that's it.
He does no athleticism.
He can't jump with nobody. That's why when he goes against Anthony Davis, I'm not worried about that.
He can't play any defense. He plays no defense.
But his offensive game is elite. Like he's efficient from the field.
He plays no defense.
He can play make.
Plays no defense.
You could say he's a winner. Like they
plays
won.
no defense. They got to the same point. They both got to the East Conference Finals before.
Nah, but it's different though.
The
76ers is not getting as far as they did in the West and they are in the East. For sure. I think
And
they
they
might get
didn't-
out first round.
They didn't have Ben Simmons
Last
this year.
season they
But-
got Ben.
Okay, but they're not
Who did
getting.
they go against?
Okay.
They went against the
They went
They're
to the
not getting-
Celtics.
They're-
They might have beat the Celtics.
They would have been. It would have been better competition because Jason Tatum would have to go.
They might have beat
In
them.
the West, the 76ers is not getting past nobody
Yes, they
in the
are.
first round. Who are they getting past?
If they were in the
They would get past the Rockets.
they can get past a couple teams. I'm
They
not
would-
saying they would be like up there, but they didn't have Ben Simmons.
Yeah,
they
they
didn't
did
have
have
Ben
Ben
Simmons.
Simmons.
So Joel Embiid was there. He was balling by himself. He was balling.
He was doing.
Yeah, he was doing his thing.
balling.
Yeah,
But he can only do so much with that.
by
unit.
himself. That's what I'm saying. He
Yeah.
has this unit supports his skill set.
With Seth Curry, Danny Green.
Except Ben Simmons. But the
With
rest
Seth
of this
Curry, Danny
unit,
Green, like I expect them to
supports-
be greatly used.
Because now he can kick it out. He has shooters
Yes.
around him. Yeah.
Instead of
that's what I'm
just
saying.
having
This
John
this
Bridges.
unit supports his skill set.
We're gonna see.
So
but
we gonna see. So you have Joel
Three.
Embiid having a better season than Nikola Jokic next season.
I won't say that.
I wouldn't
have
say
to see how
better.
that system works.
I would have to see
But
how the system works because
I think that
I think Embiid could average like 26.
I think Jokic
27.
will do the same thing he does every year.
I think Embiid could average 26.
Okay, respect.
And with this, because when they last
Is
time
Jokic is the 76ers? Do they have potential to come out the East? Do you
Yeah,
I
feel
think
like
they do.
potential.
I think
because
they do.
You have Ben and
I think they
Joel
do.
Embiid.
gotta see
you
what-
have
how Doc
you got
is.
Nuggets
two
have potential to come out the West?
I don't think so.
I think they have a chance to compete. I
I
mean,
don't
they
think
to
they-
me they
I
got
don't
weaker in the offseason with the loss of Jeremy
Yeah, I
Grant,
don't
but
really
we'll
think
see.
they do.
We'll see what Michael Porter does. You know, if he rises or he stays the same.
All right, so this is about to
this
be the
should be
real.
the same to me.
No,
after
number two.
last season.
Number two is not about to be the same. I
performance.
guarantee you, we're not gonna have the
We
same.
gonna start
two
with
on
we gonna start with
Nice.
him.
My number 2 will be Anthony Davis.
Oh,
Yes,
boy.
we will have the same ones. Yes.
My
You guys
number
have
two-
Anthony Davis?
Yeah, I think Davis had two.
I respect it.
Anthony
But I don't
Davis.
got that nigga.
I over Giannis.
No,
Come
you
on,
can't have
now.
me over Giannis.
Over
Better
Giannis?
than Giannis.
No, he's not.
In what way? He's
No,
the
he's not.
MVP of the league. You have to
I-
respect
okay,
that.
Nah, he's not better than
The
Giannis.
MVP
He is
the
not
MVP
better than
doesn't
In
tell you-
what way?
The MVP doesn't
It's
tell you
close.
what way, though?
It's close, but I'm not.
It's close. Don't
Let
get me
me
wrong.
hear
I'm
you.
not.
Let me hear you out.
Giannis
Let me
Giannis
say.
had one of the best seasons, like
NBA history. Yes.
PPR in NBA history.
I hear you. Giannis
Look
was
up his
incredible.
stat line. It's
No,
crazy.
I know. Giannis was
It's
incredible this
crazy.
season. He-
AD was
he
incredible too, though.
Yeah, he was, but
But you have to realize, AD had LeBron too. That helped a lot.
the most
Giannis
dominant.
didn't have
the
anybody
most,
like LeBron
This is the most dominant player in the paint we have seen
today.
since Shaq.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with him.
Key word, like going
Dominant
off players, right? Going off
Dominant.
like he's dominant in the paint
You
and all
can't
the
stop him from
transition.
getting to the paint. You can't.
We clearly see that you can when you put a wall down there. You can stop him.
Yeah, but that's
He's
because he
stoppable.
doesn't have the unit around
If
him.
you play like a
That's
Pat
what
line
I'm saying.
defense,
He
like
doesn't have
hacking
that
in
unit.
for sure.
If-
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't have a unit?
He don't
You had-
have a right
you
unit
had
around him.
George
Bro.
Hill.
George Hill. Come
George
on,
Hill
bro.
led the league in 3-point percentage. What are
So
you talking about?
what? George Hill is not that good.
That's exactly what he needs. Somebody he can kick it out to knock down a three
Oh
if he
my
gets
God,
boxed in the
3-point.
paint.
How many threes did he take a game?
Who?
George
George Hill? I don't know about it.
How many threes did he take a
He
game?
led the league in 3-point percentage. George
How many
Hill?
threes did he take a game?
Brooke Lopez, that's not the perfect fit for him.
No,
Those
but
players are not
surrounded by
buckets. Those
who's
are-
surrounded by better players? AD is surrounded by better
Yes, he
players.
is. AD is trying to way better.
He has LeBron.
Of
Exactly.
And you
was-
compare Giannis and LeBron. You don't
That's what
compare
I'm
Giannis and AD.
Hmm?
You compare Giannis and LeBron. You don't compare Giannis and AD.
No.
I feel like Giannis and LeBron are like that's who you compare.
Yeah,
you get me?
Giannis and LeBron are
You don't compare AD and like and
AD
Giannis.
is up there.
And AD's up there. Don't get me
AD
wrong.
is
Like AD's
right
up there. Like he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. Like
That's what I'm saying,
for
yeah.
sure, 100%. He deserves that number 2-1 spot.
Yeah.
But he's not better than
You
Giannis.
You can't take away from somebody who won Defensive Player and MVP in the same year. That's,
You can't.
even though I think AD probably should have won it, but you can make an argument Giannis did deserve Defensive Player too. You can look up his stats too. His stats were crazy. So
Also, you have to do respect that AD is a champ.
he is a champ. You
He's a
respect
champ.
that.
That
Yeah.
pulls a lot of weight.
Yeah,
that
does
pulls
pull a lot of weight.
But you just said he's number 2.
He is
No,
number
I
2,
agree
yeah.
with you. I'm
Yeah.
just throwing out just certain
Yeah,
suggestions. You know,
he
you
for
feel
sure
me?
is number 2.
All right, so my reasons for why AD is number 1, right? Number 1, I think his offensive game is clearly by far better than Giannis.
It's not better. It's,
It's-
not by
it's-
far better.
How?
You're,
In what
no,
way?
you're just saying that because he can shoot. It's not by
no,
far
he
better.
literally dominates in the post and in the paint.
It's not
He
by
showed
far
it
better.
in the regular
It's
season
not.
and in
It's
the
not by
playoffs.
because
He can
what's
knock
his
down
name is
his
more
free throws.
unstoppable.
He's one of the best free throw
Giannis
shooters
is
in
more
our
unstoppable.
league.
Giannis is more unstoppable. He is.
How? If they showed that they can stop him in the playoffs. When it matters, you can stop Giannis.
Because the
when
unit
it matters,
around
you couldn't
him.
stop Anthony
Okay,
Davis.
Anthony
He
Davis
proved
was
that.
stopped in the playoffs when he was by himself too. So what he's talking about?
Okay, but he's
no.
he
Anthony
was
Davis
better.
had bad games
He
in the
beat
playoffs.
Dame.
That's what he did have
He
bad games.
destroyed Dame in them.
But
Dame and
Anthony-
CJ
Anthony
Didn't
Davis
destroy
had bad
Dame and
games
them.
in the
They
playoffs.
lost. They lost to them. So how do
he
you
was
destroy
destroying
them?
He was dominating
They
them.
They
I'm
lost.
talking about when he was with the Pelicans, he was dominating them.
Giannis dominates everybody too.
He didn't dominate nobody in the playoffs. What
yes,
are
he
you talking
did.
about?
What are you talking about?
Who did he dominate?
He got hurt. He got
hurt
injured.
too. So what are you?
But
saying?
even when he was playing, he was not efficient at all.
He was hurt still when he was playing.
The first game he played, the first 2 games, he got injured like game 4.
He was injured that whole.
No, he
playoff.
didn't. He got injured in like 3 or 2 in 5 games.
No, stop. He was injured that whole playoff series.
How? When?
He only played like 32 minutes in the playoffs.
That's what he.
That's
plays,
regular.
though.
Yeah, that's
No.
That's what he.
No.
plays.
In the playoffs, that's not what they play.
Mike Budenholzer came out and said there's no need for him
So
to play.
what?
What do you?
So
If you're
what if he
you
says that?
control what he does.
Obviously, he's gonna say that if his player is hurt. Obviously, he's gonna
No,
say that.
yeah, I agree with that.
Obviously, he's gonna say that.
No.
Why would he
Giannis
say?
needs to be playing
No.
the whole
He
game.
said.
40 minutes
He
per game.
said. The head coach said.
Okay, he
there's
said
no reason
that.
for him to play 35.
But
minutes.
we obviously saw that there was because. And you really think Giannis was okay with just saying no? I'm gonna only play 32. He was hurt. He was hurt. He was hurt. He wasn't healthy. He wasn't. Why would you only play 32 minutes in the playoffs?
AD wasn't healthy.
It's
Was
different
AD
though.
healthy? Was AD
it's
healthy?
different though. It's
No,
different.
but AD had a lot of help though.
AD had a lot of help.
AD has a lot of
And
help.
Giannis
is doing it by
Chris
himself.
Giannis got hurt.
Giannis
got
by
hurt to
himself,
the point
though.
he couldn't go out.
Look, let me
That's
tell you
what I'm
something. It's 2 different positions of basketball. Giannis is that leadership role. He's in the head of that team. He's that face of that team. Just like LeBron is the face of that Lakers team.
Yes.
He's in that role. AD is a number 2 option. Like let's not he's like for real, yeah, he's a number 2 option. Like
On the Lakers, he was the number 2 option.
And it
He
depends.
was the number 1 option.
it depends though.
I think he was the number 1 option.
No,
he
you're giving
wasn't.
the ball to
No, he
LeBron.
wasn't. In the
You're giving
playoffs,
the
he
ball to
wasn't.
LeBron.
No, I'm
In the
saying,
playoffs,
like-
he wasn't because he was hurt. We would just say that he wasn't number 1 option.
In
Who?
the playoff?
No, he wasn't
Who?
number 1 option.
You talking about
AD, he wasn't.
in the playoff?
I mean, he hit a
No, he
clutch
wasn't.
shot. But
He hit clutch shots, but he wasn't the number 1 option. He basically was a decoy out there in the.
I don't think he was the
I
number
think
1 option.
they definitely run their game through Anthony Davis.
They didn't in the
Bobo said that,
finals. They
LeBron
did not in
said
the
that.
finals. They did not in the finals.
Okay,
LeBron
so
had the ball in
LeBron
his
just-
hands way too much, and he was.
That's
Come on now, look
LeBron,
what he
though.
did to the game. Like, look what he did. He was
That's
having
LeBron,
like 30
though,
points, and he was getting 30 points, triple
I-
doubles, and everything.
I think watching each other play.
Don't
Anthony
say
Davis
he
is a
has
better
a.
offensive player than.
He's not
Okay.
way better. That's
not-
disrespectful saying
he's
way better.
enough to put him above at 1 as well as having a great defensive
Okay, what about the
game.
defensive?
Giannis
Anthony
is more
Davis can
dominant.
guard 1 through
Giannis
5.
is more
Giannis
dominant.
can do
guard
that
1
too.
through 5, but he doesn't guard. He clearly showed in the playoffs again that he doesn't want to guard the number 1 option. He didn't guard who they played. They played the Heat.
That who they lost to the
He
Heat.
didn't guard
Jimmy Butler.
He was
Jimmy
hurt in
Butler
that
during the
series.
regular season.
You don't guard Jimmy Butler though. You don't guard Jimmy Butler.
During the regular season when they're down, he didn't pick up on Braun. He didn't pick up on and Davis. And the reason why is probably because he puts a lot of his energy into offense.
And that
I hear
transition
you.
It's also
Yes,
it's
and I
also
hear
a
you.
coaching decision too. He would
Yeah.
probably rather have him in the paint and have.
I would rather
because
have
they
exactly.
had good defenders, so they would rather
Exactly.
have.
So you're saying
somebody
that
else.
he's better in the paint than he is on the perimeter.
Who?
But that's the thing. Giannis, AD wasn't guarding like perimeter players in the
And he
regular
was guarding
season.
Jimmy Butler.
In the finals, he was in
That's
the
when it
finals.
matters the most.
But he was. That's what I'm saying. In the finals. That's coaching too. That's coaching decisions.
And it's
also
not like
him
it's not like
Braun
AD
saying,
did
"I want
an
him.
amazing
I'm
job
going
on
to
Jimmy
guard him."
Butler. Jimmy Butler was
They
cooking.
both were saying.
Yeah.
They both said,
Jimmy
okay,
Butler
Jimmy
was
Butler
still
after
Jimmy
Jimmy
Butler gave what's his name buckets.
after
AD
game
buckets.
3.
I swear he gave him 40.
Game 3,
He
right?
gave them. He
40.
gave them buckets.
I swear he gave him 40.
So what
Who?
you making it sound
Jimmy
like?
Butler gave
Exactly.
80.
After he got game 3,
Uh-huh.
Anthony Davis guarded Jimmy
And then
Butler.
after that, he had
Starting
like
that, it was still
23 the
Danny
next
Green
game,
in
right?
there. Exactly.
After I think he
Once
picked up on
AD
a
started
shooter.
guarding him,
That's
that
not
shit
true.
went away.
That's not true.
No,
it didn't.
but
It didn't. Because when the game he guarded him, that game when they wore the Kobe jerseys, he had 40 something points.
Yeah, when they
And
won
that was
exactly.
game 3.
No, that wasn't.
That was
That was
when
game 5. That was game 5.
What?
That was not game 5.
They wore the Mamba jerseys game 5.
But they lost in they lost game 3. They lost.
I'm talking about game 5.
Uh-huh.
Game 5 they wore the Mamba jerseys.
Yeah, and game
that's
3
when-
they wore
Bam
the
played that
Mamba
game. He
jerseys.
did not drop 40. Because if Bam was on, he did not drop 40.
He dropped 40 that game.
40.
In game 5, no,
If
he
he didn't
dropped
drop-
like 23 or something like that.
Game
I swear.
5 he had that clutch like last
That was game 4.
5 minutes.
That was
No,
game 3.
That was 5. It went 6
I swear.
games. Didn't it? It went 6 games.
It was 6 games.
They wore the Mamba jersey game 5.
And game 3, they lost game
They
3.
didn't wear the Mamba jersey game 5. I'm talking about the game they wore the Mamba jersey.
Yes, game 3 when he dropped 40.
They didn't wear the Mamba jerseys that game. They
I
wore
swear
the
they
Mamba
did.
jerseys only in game 5.
No, they didn't. They
Yes,
lost
they
in their
did.
Mamba jerseys.
That's the game 5.
So
That's
you telling
the-
me they only lost what's it called, one game in their Mamba jerseys?
Yes,
And which game was that?
game 5.
Game 5, he dropped 35.
Yes.
And then
Okay, the other game he dropped 40, but 35. That's still. And what do you have? 35 and what?
35, 11, and 12. He had triple double.
Come on.
sheesh.
That's what I'm saying.
He was cooking.
He
Oh
was
my
cooking
God.
still. He still was cooking. That was the Mamba jersey games. I remember that. That was the Mamba jersey. Now I remember the final possession. AD was on him, and he drove past AD. So it's not like AD is AD would take that responsibility. Yes, because it's the finals.
Yeah. I feel like
But
but
AD was taking the responsibility in regular season games.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't guarding perimeter players in the regular season.
no, he
Only,
wasn't.
of course.
only
Not
when he
like-
would do that if it was a switch.
Oh yeah, if he
If
switched
it was
on
a switch, he
Yeah.
would do it. But he's not.
Okay, I get you.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
at
He's
the
not
same
checking
time,
him up
he's
like
still-
like
he's not doing that.
Jimmy
Like,
Butler
he
was. They
still
was checking him up.
better at it. He's still
But how can you
better
say
at
that?
it than Giannis.
How can you say that?
Because I saw it.
You
All
saw
right, what
what?
about
He
play-
still gave him 30 something. So what are you talking about? How is he that much better?
What do you mean?
But what if okay,
I'm saying
No.
he said he saw it.
The real reason I remember that
Giannis
game,
got
they
hurt in
kept
that series.
switching that
Giannis
game.
got hurt in that series.
Which-
Giannis was hurt in the
Heat series?
Yes,
But
yeah,
he
he
was
he
good
sat
the
out like
first
game
two
3.
games.
he was hurt. He played game 2, but he was hurt game
They
2.
don't
Game
play.
3.
Yeah, he
Like,
sat
that's-
out.
he
He
didn't
sat out
play
one
game
game.
3.
Yeah,
He
he
didn't
sat
play
out one
game
game.
3.
Yeah, he sat out
It
one
was
game.
game
And then
4, he got injured in the first quarter. Game 4, he got injured in the first quarter. And
What?
game 4, he got
play-
injured in the first quarter.
He
It
didn't
went
play
5
game
games.
It was
four. He
it
didn't
went
play
5
game
games.
four.
Exactly. He
Yes, he
sat
Oh, no,
out
he
one
played.
game.
He played game 4,
Because
but
I remember Chris Middleton won a game. So, like,
he was hurt game 3 and 4. When 4, he didn't come back.
I swear he
4
sat out a
didn't come
game.
back.
though.
Yeah,
He
he
didn't
got
come back
injured.
in
He
the
got
game
injured in
But
the
did
first
he
quarter.
sit? Did he
Game
sit out a
5,
game?
he said.
He
Game
sat out.
5, he sat out. He didn't play game 5.
Exactly.
And I think it went 6 games.
Huh? It went 6 games?
Yeah.
No. I don't
I
know.
think it did.
It did go 6
Yeah, it
games.
went 6 games.
Because No, it definitely didn't go 6. It definitely didn't go 6. It went 5. Definitely didn't go 6. Because I think Giannis would have played it on 6. He was injured, but yeah, I think, and like you said, he's a champion. You feel me? Big reason why they won.
He was a big reason why
Yeah,
they won.
of
Don't
course
get
he
me
was a
wrong.
big
But
reason why they won.
also, LeBron was a big reason why
Yes.
they won too. Like, come on now. You put
Yeah.
LeBron
It
with
went 5.
Giannis.
Yeah, it went 5.
Okay, it went 5. So he missed
You
that
put
game.
LeBron with Giannis, they're winning it. They're
I mean, of
they're
course.
winning no question. You
But
get me?
I think AD is just better.
But like, okay, let's
Nah.
go by like let's break it down by physical attributes or like let's say like positions in the game. So going to the basket, playmaking wise, I'll give it to Giannis.
Giannis. Yes.
Athleticism, I'll give it to Giannis.
Yes. I give it to Giannis.
Shooting, I'll give it to AD.
Yeah.
Post
What else?
game.
Post game, I'll give it to AD.
Yeah.
Mid range.
Mid range, I'll give it to AD.
But that's shooting. You just said shooting
Ex-
already.
Yes,
But there's a difference between being a good mid range shooter and a
a 3-point
free throw
shot.
shooter. He's
Shooting
better.
is shooting.
You can
I'm
rely on
saying
him to
shooting.
shoot free throws. You can't rely on Giannis to shoot free throws.
Shooting as a whole. I'm saying shooting as a
Shooters
whole.
are
Or
okay,
shooting,
AD, but
AD.
okay, free throw. You can rely on him to shoot the free throw. You can't rely on Giannis to shoot the free throw.
Defensive wise,
Just like
I'll have
LeBron.
Giannis. Defensive wise, I'll have Giannis over AD. It just depends on preference, honestly.
Giannis
It depends on what
preference.
exactly.
I think listen to me. I think of Giannis. He's dangerous on ball defender and off ball, but he's more lethal off ball because of his length as a
Yeah,
player.
and his
He's
ability to
fast
cover ground
But
too.
AD can guard you from the perimeter all the way down.
He can't do it like that. the way you
Nah,
talking
AD's
about.
not guarding you. Name
When
a time AD's gonna pick you up full court.
Y'all need
Yeah.
to what? I mean, of course, AD's not gonna pick.
He did it in the
Giannis doesn't-
finals. He did it in the
Giannis
finals.
doesn't
That was the
pick
only
up
time
full
you
court.
really
No,
saw
man,
him.
pick
They
you
weren't.
up.
They weren't
You
picking
have
up. They
people
weren't
like
picking up
Patrick
Jimmy
Beverly and Eric Bledsoe.
But that's what I'm
Lonzo
saying.
pick
But
up, you don't
the
have-
way you saying it, it's
Anthony
like he
Davis.
does it every
Exactly.
game.
That's the
He
way
does
you're
do
saying
it
it.
every game.
Exactly.
I'm saying that can't.
They can't because
Right?
you saw him do it in the finals.
No, I saw him doing it throughout the regular.
Off switch offs. He's not guarding Jimmy Butler in the regular season. He's not doing it.
Yeah, no.
He's not doing that.
And even if he is, that's not. I don't even think like Jimmy Butler's. I don't think he's gonna like go off for like 40 or like.
That's what I'm saying.
Like he's not gonna be as
He's
dominant as he
He's
was.
not guarding. He's not guarding
in the
James
regular
Harden.
season.
He's not guarding James Harden. In the
Of
regular
course,
season.
he's not guarding James Harden.
But I mean, of course not James Harden.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Ooh, that was a nice move. But what's it?
Okay. When you guys won Game 1,
Mhm.
guess what their adjustment was right after?
It was to take JaVale McGee out. Take
They
JaVale McGee out the
who,
game.
Who they put, bro, on? Whatchamacallit on?
Who they put? Who
Who
on?
they put AD on?
They
he
put
wasn't
eight.
guarding. No, he wasn't guarding him every possession.
They
No,
put him
he
on
wasn't.
Russ, though.
No,
Yeah, they put him on Russ.
They
They
put him
put
on
him
Russ
on Russ.
because he
They put him on
can't
Russ.
shoot. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why they
And
put
when
him
he
on him.
did shoot, it would be more disruptive for him. You get me?
Yes, that's why they put him on him.
Because
he
game one
can't
when they
shoot.
won, he shot that ridiculous ass 3-point shot.
And Game 1? Or
Game 1, yeah, when the Rockets. Game 1, we won Game 1.
Russ just a lot of ridiculous shots. So
No, like at the end of the game when he was talking trash and he got blocked in.
Okay. He
He's
shot
like,
that on AD,
yeah,
right?
he shot that on, and he was talking trash.
To the kids.
Exactly, for sure. I'm like, what the heck? You shot it from like 100 feet away. Like, come on now, that's not a good shot to take. But he made it, so guaranteed. Like, kudos to him. But
We definitely
still,
gonna have to.
I feel like
agree
next
to disagree for
season,
this
next season, their upsides too. Who's gonna have a better season?
It's gonna be
Giannis
Giannis.
is gonna have the
Giannis
same
is gonna have a
season.
better season.
Exactly.
But AD is still gonna have AD gonna miss games.
That's what I'm
Ooh,
saying.
we'll
That's
see.
why Giannis is gonna have the better season.
Yeah, but like I'm gonna take
Personally,
AD over Giannis.
I'm not.
I'm not. Even
I
though,
mean,
and I'm a
it's
Giannis
not-
hater too. To be honest, like I really don't like Giannis. To be
Giannis
honest, I really don't like. I don't like
It's
his
not-
game, but
I
like,
like his game.
just
He's
that's
like-
just me personally. But I
he's
still have to
dominant.
respect it. You get me?
Like, look at it. Like, he's 6'11" and can handle the ball like that. Like, come
Exactly.
on.
AD is 6'10".
He can't handle the ball like Giannis.
What?
He cannot handle
Hey,
the ball.
hell
like
no,
Giannis.
he cannot.
Stop
Name the
it.
time that AD is
Stop
running the
it,
floor
bro.
like Giannis.
He can't run the floor
No,
like Giannis. Stop
bro,
it.
come
You
on now,
crazy.
no.
You
You
crazy.
don't watch. You don't.
No,
watch
you don't watch.
basketball.
No, you crazy if you say that.
You-
He can't run the floor like Giannis. He
Heck
can't.
no.
He
I mean, not in
definitely That's
in
what we're saying. He
transition.
can't run the floor.
That's
like
what
Giannis.
makes him better.
That's
That's
what makes
three
him
dribbles
better.
and he's already down the court.
That's
That's
what
what
makes
makes
him
him.
better.
That's what he
That's
does. That's why
That's
he's a
just him
freak.
being long.
That's
Like,
exactly-
okay,
that's his attribute. That's what he
exactly.
brings.
That's what he does.
You can't say that because that's what
That's
he
what he
does.
does.
That's what him. That's
him.
Exactly.
What do you mean?
Well,
But,
exactly.
Okay, and give AD the same.
That's
But
you
you
can't do
can't-
that
you
though.
can't
You
do that
can't give
'cause
him
you
that
don't.
because
Exactly.
you can't. He
You
can't
can't
do
do
that.
that.
What is
He
the
can't do it.
Wait,
He
what is
can't
your
do it.
point? That
We're
you're
saying that he's better with the ball. He can move better with the ball.
He has better guard-like
Yes,
abilities
he
than
does.
AD.
He definitely does.
I just
He runs the ball
He
with
runs-
transition.
exactly.
What 6'11" person have you seen
I've
run the
seen
ball with
Anthony-
transition?
okay,
like
besides
that.
KD.
Have you
Besides
ever
KD.
seen anybody run the transition like Giannis does?
I've seen AD
Ever?
do.
No, not like
I've
Giannis.
seen AD do.
Like
it.
Giannis?
Like Giannis.
He's not as
Nobody-
fast, he's not as
nobody-
prolific.
Nobody has ever ran the transition full court length court like Giannis at 6'11" with that frame. Never.
He's 7 foot.
Nobody has
Ex-
ever done it. That's what I'm
That's-
saying.
that's what
Look
makes
how
him him.
quick he is.
Okay.
Exactly.
And I
That's,
hear
that's
you,
why
but
they
look
call
how
him the
quick
freak. The Greek freak.
You're saying
Because it's
are you
not.
saying AD don't have handles?
We're
No,
saying
I'm
it's
saying-
not like
It's
him.
not.
It's
I'm not.
nobody.
Okay, look what I'm saying.
You're,
AD,
You
you're
guys
not,
are thinking. You guys.
no, you're not
thinking
listening
full
to what we're
transition,
saying.
though.
You're not listening
Okay.
to what we're saying.
You
We're
saying-
saying nobody in the
Runs
history of
the court
NBA
like
has ever
Giannis.
been able to run the court like Giannis at his size and his strength. Nobody.
And that's successfully too. Like he's not like going losing
With
the ball.
with his passing ability,
With his
everything.
pass, exactly. He's not losing the ball. He's not dribbling off his foot.
He's not
He's
losing.
in full
With-
control, and
with
he's
his-
banging on people
with his
too.
Euro step ability, his hop step
Exactly.
ability, his gathers, all that.
Bro,
Like,
give Giannis, and also Giannis is starting to shoot better too.
yeah, he's starting to take shots now.
So exactly.
He is
he's
starting to
not
take
shooting better
shots.
than Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
What?
4 turnovers a game.
But he has the ball in his hands all the time. So what? Like, you're looking at all his flaws. Like,
I know.
he's still turnovers.
But what about his
He's a great
attributes?
point.
Like,
Exactly.
I feel like his attributes are better than Anthony Davis' attributes.
Anthony Davis during his tenure with the Pelicans, he never averaged.
He doesn't have the
Because
ball.
he
in his
doesn't have
hand
the ball in
like
his hand.
Giannis.
And when
he
he was
doesn't.
with the
He doesn't
Pelicans-
have the. He doesn't
when he
run
was with the
transition. He doesn't run
Pelicans-
transition
when
like
he was with
Giannis.
the
He doesn't run
Pelicans,
transition. He
don't-
doesn't.
look,
This is
the
the
reason
reason
why-
why.
run
This is a
transition.
perfect example of since Anthony Davis was in what you call Pelican with the Pelicans in New Orleans and he wasn't on national TV. as much.
He did
you
not
don't know
run
how he
transition
plays.
basketball
That's a
like
perfect
that.
example.
He didn't run them. I watched Anthony Davis. He didn't run transition basketball.
Okay, look.
Like Giannis.
The reason why Anthony Davis doesn't like have as much turnovers as Giannis is because number one, all right, even if he does have the ball in his hands as much as Giannis,
Do you know
Hold on. Anthony Davis mostly plays with his back towards the basket. Like he's not getting the ball at the 3-point line trying to like go to the basket, head down, and dunk on somebody. But Giannis is doing that.
Do you know Giannis is the playmaker of that team? Like he is.
He draws the attention. Yeah,
everything.
He draws the attention. Without him, they don't get their shots up.
Playmaker. He's their shot creator. He's everything. He's their rim protector. He's their paint present. He's everything.
He's a great player.
Everything.
I'm not taking anything away from Giannis, but you're saying AD. You're only saying that he's a better transitional.
I'm saying he's a better transitional ball handler. Yes, he is. He definitely is.
He's a better ball handler. Period.
Yeah, that's not even debatable.
That makes him a better ball handler.
That's facts. He is. He's better. He ISOs from the top of the key.
Yeah,
Anthony Davis has ISO from the top of the key.
But he don't do it as much as Giannis.
He ISOs from the sides. He doesn't ISO from the top of the key.
And
like
he don't do it as much as
Giannis.
Giannis. And even if he does, he don't do it as much as Giannis does.
He ISOs from the side so he can get to his spots.
And shoot a pull up that mid range too if he need to, or back him down and do that drop step.
Giannis attacks from the top of the key
and the wings.
He calls for screens and stuff.
And what's it called? And he throws lobs too.
Yes,
exactly. Giannis does more guard like things than AD does too.
He does. Now AD does do guard like things.
He does, but it's not as much as Giannis.
Not like Giannis.
No, I don't think so.
Definitely not.
For sure. I think that AD. Next year,
AD is
he's
close.
It's close. Don't get me wrong.
It's not like it's not close. It is close, but
I said
I'm just giving it to Giannis.
I don't know. Give it a year or two, maybe. I feel like maybe AD will go up there. But also, he did have LeBron, and LeBron was a big help too.
He did have a LeBron.
Giannis doesn't have a player close to LeBron.
That's what I'm saying. I guarantee.
Giannis is that LeBron. That's what I'm trying to say.
Giannis goes to another team and wins the championship. He'll be looked at as the best player in the league easily.
Yeah. If Giannis won this championship this year, everybody would have been saying,
"Oh,
he's the best player ever," like they did with Kawhi.
Exactly. They would have been saying, "Oh, he's gonna be better than LeBron."
Oh, he surpassed LeBron.
I guarantee you, if they would have won the championship this year, they would have been saying he's gonna be the best player to ever live. I guarantee you they would have said that.
Just like they did with Kawhi.
They're already saying like he's the closest thing that could rival LeBron James and Michael Jordan for best ever.
That's not even true.
That is true. His skill set says it. What he could do. His
I
skill
feel
set.
like the person who's closest right now would be KD.
No, not anymore.
You don't think so?
Ever since he went to the Warriors, it's just gonna hurt.
You think so?
It's gonna hurt his reputation. It is.
If Giannis goes to the Lakers, it's gonna hurt his shit. He can't be in that conversation.
Who?
Giannis.
Giannis is not going
not
to
saying
the
like
Lakers.
there's speculation that they can
That
get
he's
Giannis.
not.
Giannis will
He's
go
not
to the
going
Heat of anything.
He'll go to the Heat. He wants to. I think he really wants to go to Dallas. That's where I really think he wants to go. I think he really wants to go to Dallas.
Luka? I don't know what he wants to do, honestly.
I don't think he's staying there.
Well, next year?
No, he'll be there next year.
He'll be there next year. I don't think
but
he's
for the
resigning.
season after,
No,
I don't think he's
Well, when is his contract up?
After
next
this
year?
year.
Wow. So he's a
think
free agent. Like, damn.
Because he wants to win.
He has until.
He already said.
I think he has until December or something.
Yeah, he's not signing
next
that.
week to sign.
He said, "Don't call me MVP until I win a championship."
That's what I'm saying. He knows he has to win a championship to be considered like,
one of the greats,
to be the best player in the league and one of the greatest to ever do it.
And Giannis is like he came from overseas too, right?
Yeah, he wants to win. Like he that's what he wants to do. He already won MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. He doesn't want any more MVPs. Like he wants to
Yeah,
win.
he needs that ring.
Yeah, he has
to
2 MVPs
solidify him
already.
as one of the greats. He got to get one of them rings. He's already one of the greats. Like let's be real, he's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
He's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
But
that's
to solidify him, like to put his name up there, to boost his name up, and like to have more conversation of being an all-time great, he has to win a ring for sure.
He definitely has to.
100%. And that's his next step.
Yeah, he knows that. He will win a ring.
But AD already has that ring.
AD does have that ring.
AD is a Hall of Famer already. But so is Giannis too.
Giannis is a Hall of Famer already.
Yeah, they both Hall of Famers
for sure.
But he won one defensive player, huh? Yeah.
Who? Defensive Player of the Year? Yeah.
So
he's a first
All-Star. Yeah, he's definitely a first ballot.
Oh, he's definitely a first. He's the first player to win Defensive Player of the Year and MVP in the same year since Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh, the King.
Yeah, Michael Jordan never won both the same year.
Yes, he did.
He didn't win
He
both
did?
the same year.
Damn, he put him on a deck. Oh, yeah, I see that.
Hakeem was.
Sheesh.
Hakeem is the only player to ever win Defensive Player MVP and win Finals MVP all the same year.
Anthony Davis can do it. I think Anthony Davis can do it.
Anthony Davis is a
I think
bucket,
he'll win
bro.
MVP.
I don't
Especially
think
when LeBron starts to lower his game a little
it's
bit.
gonna be hard for him.
And he's the leader, I think he can do it.
It's gonna be hard. For him.
I hope that nigga will do it against Wesley Matthews on my team. This is definitely going to be one of them things we come to agree to disagree. I hear your points, but I feel like,
Yeah, you're not gonna
It is
change
what
your
it
mind
is.
about this.
No,
for
you're
sure.
not at all.
Just like I'm not gonna change my mind that PJ Tucker is my honorable mention.
That's why I didn't even bother arguing with that. I just let it go.
you did have him in this fucking thing, huh? You did have PJ Tucker.
I told y'all I was gonna do it though.
Yeah.
I told y'all. You lucky I didn't put him number one.
Stop it.
For sure.
There y'all have it, man. Next week not gonna have nothing, but we're gonna have our predictions for the upcoming season.
Yep.
All that good stuff, playoffs,
Tune in.
MVPs, all
Check
that
it
good
out.
stuff. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna get me pissed off. I'll be cool with that one. Cause that one's for sure. Like we all gonna have different opinions. Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. we will.
Yeah. But yeah, there you have it. Episode 2 in the wraps. Link to our link to our social media is in the bio.
Mm-hmm. Make the link.
Description, I should say. And we out. Peace.